If you're over 30 and you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or getting into any kinds of content creation, but you've got a full-time job, you've got a family to support and be present for, you have got a house maybe to keep up, any number of adult responsibilities. When it comes to actually starting your content creation, you might think to yourself, I don't have time, which I think is totally fair. Most nights after I've worked a full day and the kids have gone to bed, I'm tired, and the last thing I have energy for is to set up my cameras and film video. But because I really want to keep up with my YouTube channel and making videos is something that I really enjoy doing, I've come up with a process that helps me keep moving, helps me move the needle a little bit, if nothing else. And I'm going to share it with you. So here's what it looks like, and you can use Google Docs, you can do it on pen and paper, you can use the Notes app on your phone. I use Notion. You could use something like ClickUp that it does it digitally for you. But basically it looks like this. You create 6 different buckets: ideas, research, writing, filming, editing, and publish. That means it's done. When I'm just going about my day and I randomly think of something that would be a good idea for a video, I write it down and I put it in the ideas bucket. And I've got more things in this bucket than any of the other ones because not all of them are good. But I would rather, if I'm thinking of something in the middle of the night and I don't want to lose it, I can come back to it in the morning and see like that was kind of a terrible idea, but it's there and I can delete it if I want to, or I can come back to it at some time when I have a better way to flesh it out. So I've got dozens of ideas in this ideas bucket. And my goal is every day I'm gonna find 15 minutes where I'm taking one of those ideas and I'm moving them to the next bucket, which is the research. And that's where I'm thinking about all of the different bullet points that I could write down for this particular idea. And then I'm moving things along. We can all get tired at the end of the day, but we can find 15 minutes to just spend on this thing that we want to do. I'm sure you've spent at least 15 minutes on Instagram or something like that. So during that 15 minutes at night, I'm looking through my ideas bucket and I'm seeing which ones I can start doing some research on. Which ones do I think would be a good video to start producing? So moving it to the research tab, I create all the different bullet points that I can think of that would support that idea as a video. Once I feel like I've done enough research to, have all of the different information and the main talking points that I need for that particular video, then I move it onto the writing tab where I will flesh it out to the best of my ability. I don't, write a script word for word, but I do chunk it out into like main points that I want to cover. Once I feel like it's written well enough for me to film, I move it to the filming bucket, film it, move it to the editing bucket, and edit it. After I've edited it, that's hard to say, edited it, after I edit it all together and publish it to YouTube, then I move it to the published bucket. So the purpose of having all of these different buckets and all of these ideas and videos that are in different stages of being completed, that allows me during that 15 minutes when I feel like I can only give 15 minutes to one of my projects, I can look and see which one do I want to spend 15 minutes working on. And sometimes it turns into more than 15 minutes because I get on a roll and I get excited and I get some more energy, 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I want to keep going on it. But even at a minimum, if I just do the 15 minutes and I do 15 minutes of writing on a particular video topic, I do 15 minutes of research, that is more than I would have done if I just, sat down on the couch and played Tetris. Do people play Tetris? I don't know. Old reference. But even 15 minutes a day across an entire week, that adds up to an hour and 45 minutes per week that you could be using towards your creative projects. That's not nothing, right? That is something. Having the ideas written out for me to just like glance over and say, what can I spend 15 minutes working on? That helps me do something. So I've committed to 15 minutes a day, moving something forward. And you know what? Like, I am the worst person at sticking to things. I am not good. I get tired and I just want to lay down. I'm challenging myself to spend this 15 minutes a day doing something productive, towards my creative goals, and it's been working so far this year. I felt really good about what I've done so far. My goal is just to keep making videos. They're not all going to be good, you know. Some of them are duds and they stay in that idea column. But you know, the more content you put out there, the better you're going to get each time. If you get 1% better with each video that you make, if you make 100 videos, you're gonna be 100% better than when you started. So it's better to make something, it's just the best thing that you can make that day than to not make anything at all. I don't know if you can hear that train, but it's loud as hell. That's what I'm trying to do. I hope I can stick to it. I hope that, you know, you do something similar or whatever it is that helps you stay motivated. But I figure we can all spare 15 minutes. There has never been a time where I've spent 15 minutes scrolling on Twitter, especially Twitter, and felt good about it afterwards. I feel like I should delete that, but I haven't. You know, it's my fault. I'm trying to be honest with myself about how much time I actually do have, because if you think about it, I waste a lot of time doing dumb things that I just need to sometimes. Anyway, it is a lot colder than I thought it was going to be when I left my house, so I'm gonna go warm up. Didn't bring a jacket. I'll see you later. By the way, as far as filming in public goes, there have been a ton of people walking by with their dogs. I've been okay. Part of me wanted to just turn this off, get in the car, and drive away. I'm doing it. They're not even looking at me. They're pretending not to see me. So, that's a win.